Oh, yeah. Is it Monday morning? It's Monday morning, right? Yeah. Is it Monday already? It's finally almost here. We got 15 minutes until Maul Shadow Lord's first two episodes are here. The premiere of Maul is moments away, and we got to talk about it. This is the final chance to give our final predictions for Maul Shadow Lord because we are watching it in 15 minutes. 14 minutes, actually, now. But this is absolutely insane. I appreciate all you guys for being here so early in the morning, or I guess late at night for some of you as well. This is awesome. So I appreciate the turnout, and let's talk about it. Let's speculate about Maul Shadow Lord for the last time ever for the next 14 minutes before this show comes out, shall we? Shall we? All right. What's up, everybody? How's it been on this fine Monday morning? I just woke up like 15 minutes ago. So if it looks like I just woke up 15 minutes ago, that's because I just did. So I'm still waking up, still figuring it out. But how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing today? If I don't speak good, if my words don't work well, that's because I just woke up, okay? So let's take a nice long sip of this nice water. And how's it been doing? Okay. This is your final chance. Let me hear your craziest and most realistic theories for these two episodes, or for just Maul Shadow Lord in general. Let me hear it. This is your final chance. We do have a little bit of a last teaser type thing from Lucasfilm, so we'll watch this. But tell me in the chat, what is your final predictions for this show? What do you think is going down in these first two episodes? Are we going to see a bunch of Pikes die in the first episode? What's going to go down? Devon Izara, Darth Talon. Will we see characters like Asajj Ventress, Boba Fett, Cad Bane, Embo, and possibly some more Kira, maybe some Bo-Katan? What do we think is going to happen? Will Vader and Palpatine be in the series? Tell me in the chat, and let's watch this, all right? This is the final little bit of teaser before the Maul Shadow Lord begins, so let's take a look. So only 14 seconds. However, we do get some pretty cool things. This is the Icarus and Scorn in front of him. And then we get Spybot, the legendary, although we don't really know him much yet, but legendary Spybot droid character that honestly intrigues me the most going into this first episode. Then the great transition right there. So I think every single tiny little snippet from that 14-second trailer right there is going to be in the first episode. So expect some pretty great action sequences right off the bat. Expect greatness right away because we're not messing around with this show. We are going right into it right away. All right, but let's start the stream the way we know how by saying hi to everybody in the chat, shall we? I appreciate you all for waking up early or staying up late or wherever you are in the world. What time is it right now for you, chat? For me, it's 2:49 a.m., okay? It's the middle of the night. Granted, it was Easter yesterday, so I didn't really get to bed that early. Didn't get a lot of sleep, but here we are. Holly, how we doing? Manning's Films in the building. Jedi Order, how we doing? John Groom in the house. Jack Frost in the building. Aaron, what is up? Ultimate Benson, how we doing? Erica, what is up? Jin Urso in the building. RG, what is up? Darth Plagueis lives, how we doing? Bouldering, nice name, how we doing? G Grips in the building. Lego Batman Archives, nice name. Liquid Ren in the house. King of Oops, that's a great username. How we doing? Rebel Jedi in the house. All right, if I missed you, Tony, what's up? How we doing, Tony? If I missed you, just yell at me in the chat. Let's give everybody a nice little...
Hello there.
General Kenobi.
Okay. This is awesome. It's crazy that all you guys are here right now. And if you don't know how these watch parties work, I'll explain it to you. But before I explain it to you, tell me on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you for Maul Shadow Lord? It's in 10 minutes. 10 minutes. How excited are you for Maul Shadow Lord? Tell me in the chat on a scale from 1 to 10. And let's actually put up a poll too. So this is how the countdown, this is how the watch parties work. I put up a timer in the top corner like so, and then we press play on the episode at the same time because I can't show it on screen. Copyright out the wazoo, and Lucasfilm would not like that. But either way, I put up the timer and we watch it together at the exact same time. So nothing is, missed. Okay. So that's how it works. Now let me actually put up a poll. Let's put up a poll for our last time ever. Actually, maybe not because, there's still 10 episodes of this thing. But for the last time before watching the first episode, do you think Devin Izara is our canon version of Darth Talon? Yes or no? And I know you're going to be like, Mike, he's not even Darth Maul, so how could it be Darth Talon? But she's going to leave Maul at some point, and maybe that's where she picks up the name Darth. So maybe Maul just gives her the name Talon. I don't know. I don't make up the questions. I just ask the questions. Actually, I also make up the questions. So tell me in the chat on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you for Maul Shadow Lord? Let's see it. 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. A lot of 10 out of 10s. 100 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 9.66 out of 10. Nice. It's 7 p.m. in New Zealand. Papa Boz, you're living the life. You are living the life. 7 p.m. release would be perfection. Perfection. Yeah. Only a Sith deals in absolutes, and she is absolutely Darth Talon. I love it. I love it. Okay. Got your popcorn ready? No. I thought it would be really weird if I woke up in the middle of the night and just started eating popcorn. So I don't have popcorn ready. I'm just ready to, watch the show. Ron, what's up? You made it. How we doing? Okay. Final predictions. This is it, chat. This is it. What are your final predictions for this show? What do we think? All right, let's see some final predictions here. Okay, so, oh my God, it's crazy. 8 a.m. for some of you, 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 2 a.m., okay. It's almost midnight, all right. This is what happens when people are all around the world. That's crazy. A couple of posters came in where you can see Spybot really well. Really? New posters? Where are those at? The one thing I do want to get to here is Kiner Bros music. Because the Kiner Bros music, they do the music for all the animated stuff. They actually did the music for Ahsoka as well. So for Rebels, Clone Wars, Bad Batch, and now Maul Shadow Lord, they did the music. And I completely forgot about this until they did it again. But for the Bad Batch, they would post some very cryptic things on their Twitter, or X, formerly known as Twitter, where fans would kind of lose their minds because it was a very cryptic tweet. And now they're doing it again. Check this out. Hashtag Maul Shadow Lord is, I'll get to that super chat in 1 sec, is really something special. And I'm excited for all of you to see it. Anyhow, here's the first cryptic tweet of the season, meaning there will be more. But here's the first cryptic tweet of the season. What is this? Chat, what is going on here? What do we think's going on here? Anybody? Darth Plagueis lives with a very generous $5 holla. I appreciate that quite a bit. Says Maul time. Thanks for waking up so early, Mike. You're welcome. Don't be thanking me. I'm thanking you for waking up so early or staying up so late, whatever it may be. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. What is that? That's the question. What's going on here? What's going on here? Marok eats too much bantha? What? Honestly, is that like a staff stabbed into his back / his rear end? Or the funny part about these things that the Kiner brothers do is by the end of the episode, by the end of the 2 episodes that we watch, this will make perfect sense. But right now, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah. The death of Ahsoka? The Green Ghost Sith? This could be Marok's death, maybe. I don't really... Is this is this an image from something else? I don't know what this reference is. Let's see what the comments are saying. They're not really guessing, all of us right now. That's spot on right there. Nobody in the comments is really giving any good guesses. Hollow Knight. Is this from Hollow Knight, the video game? I've never been more intrigued. That's us right now. Visible confusion, exactly. I don't know what's going on here, and I can't wait to find out. Yeah. Yeah. So, I hope Ahsoka's in the show. I really don't think Ahsoka will be in this series. I mean, tell me in the chat, do you guys think Ahsoka will be in this series? I feel like Ahsoka, her story at this point in the timeline is pretty filled out. She's the Tales of the Jedi perfectly explains where she is. She fights actually an Inquisitor who will be in Maul Shadow Lord. Dryden Voss is going to show up? Absolutely. See, Maul is going to be on this little revenge tour to start off this series. Episode 1 and 2 is going to be him just hunting down the people who wronged him. And when you look at the titles for the episodes, episode 1 is called something Revenge. Hang on, let me pull it up. But he's going to be getting revenge on those people that he had in the Clone Wars Season 7 that turned their backs on him. It's the Dark Revenge. So episode 1 is called The Dark Revenge. Episode 2 is called Sinister Schemes. That's what we're watching tonight in 3 minutes. These are the 2 episodes we're watching. So The Dark Revenge, I think, is him getting revenge on all the Pikes in the Black Sun and maybe even Dryden Voss for wronging him. But as we know, he's still working with Dryden Voss by the time of Solo, so they strike some sort of deal that, you know, things get worked out here. But what do you guys think? These titles, anything coming to mind? What do you think The Dark Revenge is speaking of? And Sinister Schemes. I think what's going to go down specifically in these 2 episodes is Maul taking his revenge on the Pikes. At some point in all of that, he comes across this Twi'lek apprentice girl and captures her, taking her away from her master, and then trying to lure her to the dark side. And that second episode, being called Sinister Schemes, is probably him trying to just, entice her to the dark side, as he tried to with Ahsoka in the Clone Wars Season 7. That's what I think's happening tonight, and probably some big cliffhanger at the end of episode 2 to keep us coming back for more, of course. But yeah, there you have it. That's what I think's going down. We have less than 2 minutes right now, so let me prepare myself here. I gotta mute that so you guys can't hear it. I gotta pull this up on this screen so you guys can't see it. All right, I think we're ready to go. 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay. Here we go. Let me fill up my water a little bit here. This is it. Final predictions or forever hold your peace. Forever hold your peace. Okay. Let me start refreshing the page immediately. Spam refresh. Spam refresh. Chat. All right, let's do this. Actually, I kind of want to change. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that instead. Okay. I'm going to put Disney Plus over there and put the chat over here. Yeah, that works better. Okay. All right. Let's so what we're going to do here as it comes out. Again, if you weren't here, but I'll explain it again. We put up a timer right in the corner. On that timer, I press play like this, and then it runs. And then after the first episode, we will pause that timer, reset it, and then watch the second episode. Sound like a plan, chat? Sound like a plan? Oh my God, it's 3 o'clock. Refresh the page. There it is. There it is. Okay. So the titles were right, The Dark Revenge and The Sinister Schemes. Let's do it. Okay, so we're going to press play at the exact same time, 31 minutes and 24 minutes. That's exactly what I expected. Perfect little run times. So what we're going to do here if there's an intro, if there's a recap, if there's any sort of whatever, we're going to watch it together. Do not skip any intros. It'll throw the whole timing off. Just don't skip anything, and we'll press play at the exact same time starting in a moment, okay? I'll give a countdown. Just want to make sure you guys can't hear it because copyright, all that. All right, ready? Are we ready, chat? Are you ready, chat? Are you ready, chat? In 3, 2, 1, go. Here we go. So don't skip any of this stuff, this Lucasfilm thing at the beginning. Don't skip it. Oh. Here we go. Who the hell was that? We haven't done a watch party in forever. It looks so good. What is this? Atten? Whoa. There's the droid that they captured. Booyah. We've seen this scene before. So that was pretty much just an intro to Spybot and how epic he's going to be. They have the high ground. Don't skip the intro. Now that's an opening. Now that is an opening. Wee woo, wee woo. That's going to come back to bite him in the ass. Devin already rebelling. Dang. Come on, Devin, you're better than that. Brander. Who is the voice of Two Boots? Nico Demus. Luti. Seems like we got an investigation on our hands. Huh. It's a trap. Seems like Spybot is running this whole operation right now. Whoa. Huh. So he's really not trying to create any waves, at least not yet. So it seems like Maul's been in hiding for a couple of years here, and now he's making his presence known. Just a kid, you say? Family photo. She does very much feel like the anti Ahsoka. Huh, a laser sword. That's so awesome. Huh. That's Ludi Vario. Then who's the other guy? That bomb. That food looks bomb, by the way. Somebody's gonna die here. Whoa. That makes a lot more sense. Demas is dead already? Now that's awesome. Hit him with the snowplow. Whoa. Very Attack of the Clones-esque with the chase scene. Now we're talking. Whoa. Looney's not going down without a fight. Huh. No doubt. So he's gonna go capture Vario, and that's when he's gonna go get the girl. Now we're talking. Maul having visions is the coolest thing. Okay. I get how they're doing this. Like, you don't have to watch anything else before having seen this? Boom roast. He's just waiting outside the police headquarters. Janix is very Coruscant-esque, I will say. There's our scene from the trailer. Maul's going in himself. Here we go. I think Spybot's my favorite character right now, not gonna lie. Uh-oh. Oh, here we go. These are the horror elements we were told about. Wow, Two Boots beat Spybot? Not killing him yet. Interesting. So badass. Oh, intriguing. Grim is the Pike leader. Looney survives another day. Here we go. A Maul scene, exactly. Just like their meet cute. That's so good. She knows him. She knows him. No way. Is that? It's already been 30 minutes? What the hell? Okay. All right. We're going to start up the next episode. But before we do, just on a scale of 1 to 10, what do we think of the premiere? What do we think of episode 1 of season 1 of the Maul Shadow Lord series? What do we think? When it released? It already released. We just watched episode 1. All right, let me end this, pause the timer, I should say, and reset it. We're about to watch episode 2. We're about to start it. Pretty great, laying the groundwork for all these brand new characters. Brandon Lawson, Devin Izara, her master Eco Dio, Two Boots, and Spybot. Spybot's already my favorite character so far. So off to a great start. I think things are going to go a little crazy here in a second here in this second one. A lot of action already. I mean, it starts with a bank heist, and then it ends with a jail heist. So let's start up episode 2. Let's start up episode 2. Are we ready, chat? Are we ready? I'm going to give a 5-second countdown. What is my 10 out of 10? Okay, so I'm seeing a bunch of 8.5s, 9, 8, 9, 9, 11 out of 10. Okay, so some pretty high scores. For just a premiere, for just a setting the tone for all the planet of Janix, for all the new characters, it was a great start. I'm always trying to compare it to like the Bad Batch's first episode or the Clone Wars' first episode or Rebels' first episode. Yeah, I'm probably around an 8.7, maybe closer to a 9. I'm going to have to rewatch it for sure, but right off the bat, I'd probably say around there. Let's watch episode 2. Let's watch episode 2. Are we ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Don't skip the recap if there is one. I'm sure there will be. Just don't skip it or anything so that the timer doesn't go all cattywampus. Ezra is in that opening thing right there. So was Tech. Is that Hu Yang? I don't know. We'll have to check it out later. Is there a recap? Okay, yeah, previously. Don't skip the previously on. I kind of like the very little that they use Maul in this show so far. Obviously, he's still the main guy, and it's cool to see how he's just pulling the strings right now. Like Maul is just making these crime syndicates go against each other. Well, the Pikes are a bigger deal than Vario. And he's having visions. Like, that is visions of a girl. This girl, to be exact. And her knowing his name is kind of crazy, too. Here we go. I like the intro, too. Sinister schemes. The soundtrack is pretty goated so far. The droids are carrying the show right now. Two Boots and Spybot. Kaboom! Scorn kind of reminds me of Wrecker, but the evil version of Wrecker. Oh, now we're talking. See, my thing right now is why is Maul keeping Brandon Lawson alive, you know? What's the point in that? Good question. Nobody likes the Empire. Not even the cops. Huh. He said the thing. Valid answer. What the heck? Is he just living in an old bank? Huh. Sound familiar? Ooh, Family Man. Is that a pizza box? Is there pizza in Star Wars? I don't know about that, Brander. I don't know about that. Is that like, is he a pro lacrosse player or something? Perhaps. Another play, you say? Partner. Going after the top dog. Paddle lore. True story. Revenge. Yeah, they definitely hooked up before. See, that's how you explain it. The reason why you can watch this show without having seen anything else before is conversations like that. That's all you need to know. He wants to see the power. First time we've left Janix. Spybot is the goat. That looks like a hallway. And Maul likes a hallway scene. Oh, yeah. Boom, roasted. And there you have it, the explanation we've been waiting for. Are the episodes out yet? Yes, that's what we're watching right now. Nice. Master Rico Dio doesn't seem too concerned about his Padawan being captured by a Sith Lord. Or a former Sith Lord, I suppose. Down, boy. See it, Devin. What do we got? What are we working with? That was like the anti-force theme right there. Huh. That's the end of the episode? Are you kidding? What? Dang. I'm not one to complain about episode lengths, but that was way too short. I need like another 10 hours of that. Okay. All right. Well, that's it. We watched the 2 episodes. That's crazy. I'm so used to Andor, where it's like hour-long episodes. There's 3 episodes per week. That felt very short. However, too short doesn't mean it wasn't great. So that second episode. Let's hear some ratings out of 1 to 10 in the chat. What do we think of the first 2 episodes of Maul Shadow? Let's get rid of that timer actually completely. Let's get rid of that. There we go. All right. What do we think? What did we think? Maul Shadow Lord is over and done with. Just kidding. We got 8 more episodes. But what do we think of for a start for this series? Let's actually put up a poll in the chat here. Let's see what people thought as they coming in here. Let's put up a poll. So far, Devin Izara is not yet our Darth Talon character. However, they are setting her up to be a apprentice, I suppose, of Maul. I love the way that Maul's messing with her. And they're explaining it so well, like what happened over the last couple of years since we last saw Maul, but also just explaining what happened in the Clone Wars and how Maul lost everything. But let's put up a poll. Let's put up a poll. What did you think of episodes 1 and 2? Did you love them? Loved them? Did you like them? Were you like, meh, I mean, it's all right? Or did you hate it? Which I certainly hope none of you hated it, but we'll see. We shall see. So, first off, I got to mention Spybot, this mysterious droid character that we've been talking about for weeks because he's in the he's in the article for the show, but not in the trailers. He's the best character. He's my personal favorite so far. I love me a little, crazy droid. Exhibit A. Chopper, of course. But this is like even more evil Chopper because Chopper's still a good guy, This is just straight up evil droid, and I love it. Two Boots is also great. The droids are stealing the show. But the utilization of Maul, specifically in the first episode, was fantastic. Like, using him so sparingly that, like, you just know that he's the most badass guy in the galaxy, even if you've never met this guy. Like, his entrance to the Duel of the Fates is just incredible. The whole opening bank heist turns into prison heist in that first episode was great. A ranking for episode 2. Okay, so that's tough. I feel like I liked episode 1 a little bit more than episode 2, so I'll probably be around an 8.5 to 8.7-ish for episode 2. Episode 2 seems more like a setup for what's coming, of course, later down the line with the Pikes. He's killed a few Pikes, and now Grem is going to be after him, so we're going to get to see that finally go down, and Maul killing all those other Pikes. But it's a lot of setup, for sure. A lot of setup. That's how you have to do it with these premieres. Rook Cast is back. Brander Lawson, actually, a lot more screen time for Brander than I thought we would be getting. Maul is purposefully keeping him alive, which is strange. He sees his image through Spybot's lens and zooms in on it and has like this, what's going on there? And then he goes face to face with Brander, has the opportunity to stab him in the chest with a lightsaber, but chooses not to, which is interesting. Yeah. Spybot is an evil little shit. Okay, but he's our evil little shit, Yeah. Spybot gives me the same energy as the little Decepticons from the first Transformer movie. Yes. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. But Devin Izara. So not only do we not have her name said yet, same with Master Iko Dio, but we haven't really tapped into this girl yet. Like, Maul just captures her. In the first episode, she just gets caught for stealing some food and then gets captured by the police, and now she's captured by Maul. The next episode will be very telling. I think that whole tea ceremony stuff from the trailer, him really trying to lure her to the dark side, will happen in that next episode. But it almost seems like Master Iko Dio, not that he doesn't care. It's more so that he's not doing much about any of this. He tries to rescue her, fails, but I don't really know if a second attempt is in his future. I almost feel like Devin's going to break out herself and go back to Maul by herself. Yeah. Hey, what's up? How we doing? All right, so if you're just coming in now, let me hear your scale on a 1 to 10. What do we think of the first 2 episodes, the premiere of Maul Shadow Lord? Together, 2 episodes combined, I'm probably around like an 8.7. Well, maybe a little bit higher. I'm going to have to rewatch the episodes, of course, to see how it all pans out, but a solid start, to say the least. Like, incredible start to this series. The animation is spectacular. The way that they set up the story is fan-freaking-tastic. Maul has been out of the game for a couple of years. It feels like just growing. Rook Cast is like, it's time for us to do this. And now he's coming back to the game, and everybody is pooping their pants because of it, as you can tell from Ludi Vario. Yeah. So, pretty great start to this season, if I do say so myself. And it leaves us with a cliffhanger. It leaves us with plenty to predict for what's going to go down next. And the Empire. Why does Brander Lawson not want the Empire to join in? Well, that could actually go back to the comic books, because Brander was once a bounty hunter himself. Nobody wants the Empire on their planet, and right now Janix does not have the Empire, so At some point, we know from the trailers that a nice Star Destroyer will be overhead on the planet of Janix, and 2 Inquisitors will be hunting down Maul and Devon Izara, I suppose, at some point here. And I think the whole killing the Pikes is going to be what starts that. So I think next week, because next week is 2 episodes, by the way, 2 episodes every single week. Next week's episodes are likely to be Maul going to the Pike homeworld of Obadiah and killing everybody, pretty much everybody. And that's when the Empire will likely show up. Because as much as the Empire doesn't really deal with the criminal underworld much, Palpatine keeps it intact because it's not bad for business. You know, as long as the Pikes are doing their own thing, it's not bad for business. Yeah. What is Maul Shadow Lord? The new Star Wars show we just watched. Yeah. Definitely got to rewatch it. The animation is awesome, though. Oh, yeah, for sure. I feel like the next 2 episodes next week will be where the action really picks up. Well, there's a ton of action in these 2 episodes. Don't get me wrong. A lot of setup, but plenty of action. Maul slicing and dicing Pikes, Maul slicing and dicing police officer droids and police officers themselves. But yeah, that there's plenty of action in this to kickstart us off. Honestly, I think you're going to see a lot more, I guess, just Maul swinging a lightsaber than I thought. Because it is still called Maul Shadow Lord, and although he wasn't really in episode 1 specifically a lot, it was more so setting up our new characters in episode 1. He's swinging a lightsaber all the time. So the action in this 10-episode series, and again, it's shortened to only 10 episodes, is going to be, there's still going to be so much of it. Yeah. There's not going to be a loss for action, that's for sure. So much of these episodes were shown to us in the trailers. Looking forward to getting some new and unexpected scenes. True. That is a big thing. With the first 2 episodes, usually it's mostly scenes from the trailers, and now we have that, I guess, explained with those, all the scenes, pretty much all the scenes from the trailers being seen in these first 2 episodes. Now, I got to bring this up again. The Kiner brothers posted this cryptic tweet before the episode dropped. I guess this is what, Ludi Vario now? This was Ludi Vario in his little mech suit, or like what is this in reference to? Or maybe it's the dead. I still don't even know. I'm still at a loss on this one. Yeah. Yeah. It's just the beginning. He's setting up to become the Shadow Lord, and of course he wants his apprentice. Yeah. The weird thing was Maul having visions. Not really something I was anticipating, was Maul having visions of this girl. Now, Maul does sort of start talking about visions in season 7. But the fact that he's actually seeing this girl, that's pretty crazy. Yeah. It's the exosuit. The exosuit was cool. The exosuit was really cool because at first I didn't even recognize Ludi, because if you look at the poster for the show, it's little Ludi. little Ludi. It's little Ludi Vario. Yeah. So on the poster, it's Ludi right there. That's also how I knew he wasn't going to die in the first episode. It was because he's right there. Now, Star Destroyer over Janix. We got that. But interestingly enough, on the poster is Brander Lawson's son. We barely got a little bit of a tease at that in this episode, or in the second episode. Brander's wife, or maybe ex-wife, we don't really know, the mom of the child, is on a different planet. And the kid wants to go visit because he's a pro lacrosse player or something. Not too sure on that. So the kid is going to play a bigger role in this than we think here. Absolutely. What that role may be, I don't know. Maul has big plans for Brander Lawson, it seems like. Like, he's not done with this guy yet. Kept him alive for a reason. And his kid might be in danger because of it. Maul wants to rule over Janix by himself. He wants to rule over the underworld by himself. He's not going to want some police officer telling him what to do on Janix. Now, maybe he leaves Janix and goes to Dathomir, which would be fan-frickin-tastic. No explanation how he, got Icarus and Scorn, the two Zabrak brothers right here. Of course, Rook Kast is still hanging out with him. No Gar Saxon, strangely enough. No Gar Saxon to be seen. Not too sure what happened there. We know Gar Saxon is, at least by the time of Rebels, on Mandalore, so maybe he just stayed behind. A bunch more Mandalorians with Maul than I thought would be there in the first place. They're kind of just no-name soldiers at this point. But, yeah. Honestly, a great start. The more I think about it, the more I think about all the cool stuff with setting up all the stuff with Brandon Lawson's son and everything. There's a lot more in these episodes than I even first remembered, so I'm going to have to give it a rewatch for sure. I really liked the two Zabrak brothers. One of them with the minigun reminds me of Heavy, R.I.P. True. That's a good reference right there. He reminded me of a sort of evil version of Wrecker. He liked to destroy and kill things like Wrecker did. I guess not kill things, but he liked to smash some helmets. Yeah. Mike, are you right after this going to go edit your breakdowns? Yes. So I'll be up for the next at least 8 hours, I assume, making a breakdown for these two episodes. I think I'm just going to put it in one video because the episodes weren't like hour-long episodes like Andor was. So I think I'll just keep it all easy for you guys. Just put it in one video, and it'll be a breakdown of episode 1 and episode 2. There's a ton to break down in there. I mean, references to, of course, The Force Unleashed with the Spybot droid and all that stuff, which we've talked about before. But now we have introduction to all these characters and what's coming in the future. So plenty to break down there in reference to all these different things like the Shadow Collective and how we're going to see Dryden Voss at some point here as well. And the Black Sun, because he's going after the Pikes right now. He's still got other scores to settle after that. The name drop of Sidious was pretty great. The name drop of Darth Sidious was pretty bomb. I keep going back to the idea that Sam Witwer told us that you can watch this series without having seen anything else before. And that is not, I mean, so far, so good. They've done that very, very well. Using Maul as a sort of shadowy figure in the first episode, setting up his badassery, setting up how cool he is. That was done very, very well. And then talking about the Shadow Collective, which if you've seen the Clone Wars, you know what they're talking about. But if you haven't, it's explained in the episode. Pretty much as Brander Lawson is figuring out everything about Maul, if you've never met Maul before, you can figure it out. So they do it very, very well. And in that second episode, Brander goes to meet that girl. I wrote her name down somewhere. So he goes to meet that girl, and, they clearly had something going on behind the scenes. When the lights turn off, Brander Lawson has a friend. But they talk about this old mission that they were on together, and she knows who Maul was. She tells all the good details, and that's how you do it. You have a character who doesn't know who Maul is, and a character who does, who explains everything. So, yeah. Indeed. Ron, I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate you all for being here for the watch parties. I know it's either the middle of the night or very early or very late for a lot of you guys, so I appreciate it quite a bit. My night's just starting. I'm going to go make some breakdown videos for this, for these two episodes. But off to a great start. I know a lot of the Inquisitor stuff from the trailers and a lot of the Devonai Zara and her master stuff has not yet been tapped into, but that's why we come back next week. That's why we are hyped up for next week. Yeah. Okay. But I do have to get on out of here. I got to go start making those breakdowns and get to work, I suppose. Time to get to work and see if I can not spot some things that we might have missed the first go around and watch these episodes as well. So last chance. Throw in your ranking on a scale of 1 to 10 for these first 2 episodes. Was it a great start? Was it a good start? Was it an okay start? Did you hate the start? What did we think? How was it so fast? The run times did throw me off, but I think it's because the last thing that we watched together and the last thing that I watched with Samantha was Andor. And Andor is, long. Andor's got some like 45, 50 hour long episodes, and this just felt short. And that's why they're doing it. That's why the 2 episodes come out every single time. Oh, I mean, you're leaving so fast? Well, we can keep chatting, chat. But I do have to go make these eventually. So, yeah. That's why they're doing the 2 episode releases, though. Because if we just got the first episode, just a 30-minute first episode, I think a lot of people will be complaining about the run times. And I think people will still have that same complaint, but because we get 2 episodes, it's sort of just one big episode. And it leaves you wanting more. Like Kate says in the chat, 8 out of 10, but I want more. That's the goal, I guess. You want people coming back for next week's episodes. But, yeah. I hope fans don't get season 2 canceled like they did with The Acolyte. Well, I don't think that's going to be the case. I think with a character like Maul, he's already got a fandom. He's already got the fan backing. So, yeah. I love it. No filler. Exactly. That's what's great about these first 2 episodes, too. 0 filler. All setup of new characters, getting introduced to Brander, getting introduced to Devin and her master, getting introduced to Ludi Vario, but no filler. None whatsoever. And you're not going to have any filler. 10 episodes. That's it. This is just going to be all out, all killer, no filler the entire time. Yeah. We are getting a movie soon, too. True. Mandalorian and Grogu comes out in about a month and a half. So that's true as well. Okay, let me actually end this poll. Let's see where this poll ended up at. Let's see where you guys, where our thoughts are at with these first 2 episodes. Let's see. 63% of you loved it. Love to see that. 31% of you liked it, meaning, quick maths, 94% of you either liked it or loved it. 4% said hated it, and 2% said meh. That's pretty good numbers right there if you're Lucasfilm. It's a great start. That's what it is. It's a great start. The animation is fantastic. The new characters are great. The introduction to all those new characters. And Spybot is the GOAT. That's all I got to say. Spybot is the GOAT. He's by far my favorite character right now. Of course, other than Maul. But that goes without saying. That goes without saying. All right. But smash a freaking like in this stream if you have not already. I got to go make these breakdowns. It's about to be a long night, chat. It's about to be a long night, but I love it. So I appreciate you guys if you go check out those breakdowns when they do post. Hopefully before noon. Hopefully within the next 8 hours, I can finish a breakdown video for 2 episodes. But we'll see. We'll see. I want to make it right, not quickly. So, yeah. You kind of have to keep up, and I like that. Yeah, true. I mean, you do have to keep up with what's going down. But I wish we got more. I wanted to see more lightsaber duels. Lightsaber duels are coming. I mean, if you've watched the trailers, there's plenty of lightsaber duels on the way. Lightsaber on lightsaber. This was just lightsaber killing people. This was just setting up how badass Maul still is and how he's going to, kill a lot of people. How he's not a good guy. That's what this was. How Maul's still a bad guy. You'll get your lightsaber on lightsaber combat with the Inquisitor fights in the later episodes and all that stuff as well. Yeah. Okay. But watch out for that breakdown video in a couple hours here. And I appreciate you for coming to the live stream for whatever time of day it was for you. For whatever time. I appreciate you so much more than you will ever know. Smash a freaking like in the stream and a great start. A great start. I expect you all here promptly at 2:45 a.m. next Monday as well. Hopefully I will be a little bit less tired because yesterday was Easter and I was partying it up. Shouldn't have done that, but here we are. Okay, I appreciate you guys so much more than you'll ever know. Smash a freaking like on this stream and watch out for the breakdown videos in about, I don't know. Give me a couple hours. At least a couple. I'd say more close to 4 to 6 hours. But we'll see. All right. All right. Let's do that then. All right. Smash a freaking like on the stream, all that great stuff, and may the force be with you. Always. Oh, yeah. What a great stream. What a great show. It's great to be back. It's great to have the live watch parties back, even though it's 3 in the morning and I'm insanely exhausted right now. It's still great to have the live watch parties back. It's a challenge, you know, waking up in the middle of the night and trying to host a live stream. It's a fun challenge, but this was a great start to this season and sets up greatness to come. That's all I gotta say. Spybot is the GOAT, and we'll see what happens next week. But until then, hope you have a great rest of your evening or morning, I guess. Great rest of your lives. And good night / good morning. I don't even know what time of day it is. Whatever. Good night, everybody. Mike, did you drink like 5 monsters before this video? You don't look or sound tired. No. I've actually never had a monster in my life. But this is just you know, pure adrenaline, I guess. Pure hype for Maul shot. Good night, everybody.